But like,
so Luis, when it comes to these videos, like, do you think you have a natural gift of finding things that would go viral?
Yeah, it seems that way because I try explaining it to people and I'm like, think about it. What would make sense? What would you click on? And it's like, I don't know if they're just not thinking hard enough. Because I personally think if someone put a gun to your head and said, make a viral video, I'm going to fucking kill you. You would think like with an obsessive mind, how can I make this video viral?
Because we did have a conversation with Luis about that. And you were telling us how for weeks you just be thinking about how to make your channel go viral.
Yeah.
Like nonstop all day while you're going to work, going to the gym. That's all that's on your mind.
It's always on my mind.
Almost like this obsessive.
100%. And I wrote that on my windows. I wrote that on my mirrors and everything, especially for my new channel, that it's not talent. It's an obsessive mind, right?
Yeah.
And Vincent Van Gogh had this thing that he's like, I lost my mind in this game. You know, I don't know the exact quote, but Conor McGregor re-quoted it, which is kind of what brought it to light. And he's like, and that's me. I feel like I've lost my mind to this game, to my craft. And until, you know, my girl has a car for every day of the week, until my mom has a home, my family and all this stuff, he's like, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be glad I did it. But it takes like this obsessive mind. It's not talent. You know, it's not experience. I didn't have that. It's just, I was obsessed with trying to figure out how to make this happen. So when, and then people thought I was a one-hit wonder. I'm like this fluke. So when I started my new channel, I thought, man, it's hard making kids content that go viral. And same thing, 90 days, 100,000 subscribers. And this one took me 13 months, or a little over 13 months to hit 1 million subscribers on this one as well.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I almost feel like everything you've done has brought you to the next stage though, because it's like that relationship, the emotional leverage you had from that, you know, brought you, because you told me a lot of the backstory of that relationship, but I remember how fucked up and toxic it was. That brought you to the next level, which is like go to LA, pick up girls, get pussy, have fun, or like seeing your friends get like killed and murdered or kill other people or fucking go to jail or drugs or whatever it is, right? That pushed you to like go do something else with your life and sports and this and that, and everything brought you to a different level. 100%. And then it led you to sales, and everything learned from sales brought you to body language, and the body language stuff brought you to, you know, picking up girls, and you use those skills to create YouTube content and the acting skills as well, right?
100%.
And so, you know, it's crazy how like everything you did brought you next level because you were just taking so much fucking action towards whatever it is, whatever you want to do, whatever you're passionate about, you just did it fully.
Yeah, 100%. And I think acting got me out of my mind.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
Acting.
By the way, the Wingman podcast wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Luis.
Yeah, Luis was actually the one. I remember the day it was your birthday weekend in Toronto. You came and you're like, yo, you guys should start a fucking podcast. I'm sitting there on the couch with Matt. I'm like, that's a great idea.
Didn't Luis name it? Luis named it?
No, we named it. I was like, what would we call it? And we were like thinking different names. I'm like, that's a stupid name. I was like, Matt, you're my first wingman. Let's just call it the Wingman Podcast.
Yeah.
I like it, bro. I like the
Luis
name,
is like,
the setup, everything.
I love that.
Yeah. And then, within a few weeks, we bought equipment and we just fucking started, you know, and here we are.
Yeah. I remember telling Matt, because it was like 4 a.m, like everyone was kind of leaving and stuff. And then I started showing Matt my channels, and then he's like, oh, I think I have seen this. And then we started like laughing about some stuff. And then I was showing him like the back office, just showing him like, look, dude, this is YouTube. This is what you guys can do. And like, bro, I started from zero. Here's my first month, I made $133. So like, I'm just like any normal person, bro.
Like, no money the first month. And then like within a few months, you're like rich as fuck.
$133 my first month. That was my first day. I was able to collect ad revenue. I made 50 cents. I'd made 9 videos at that point just to get to that point where I can collect 50 cents.
That's
you know
insane.
what I mean? But I knew, because I've already done it once before, I knew this is the process. So like
so you trust in the process.
Yeah, that, and then like, it's kind of like your confidence is really going to dictate how hard you work. Because if you don't really have that belief in what you're doing, it's hard to see the end to this pain that you might be going through, because it's tough. It's not easy. Mm-hmm. But it's like if someone told you they had a safety deposit box in New York for $15 million in it, and it's all yours, you can have it, and you're in California, and they give you the key and say all you have to do is go down there and collect it, but you have to walk, right? You're like, oh, fuck yeah, all right, let's do this. So you start walking, you're journeying, and as you're walking, someone comes up to you like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm heading to this safety deposit box this guy left me. There's $15 million in it, he's gonna give it to me. And they're like laughing at you, like, and you believe this guy? Like, well, yeah, of course. I mean, he's my friend. What do you mean? It's like, you're an idiot. And they start like, and you're like, whatever. And you keep walking, but now you're getting more tired, and then someone else comes and they start laughing at you and telling you, you're an idiot, dude. You're not even one state over, and you think you're going to have 15 million. And this continues on. Since you haven't seen it, you don't have that same belief, and you're going to start doubting what you're doing. Mm-hmm. But the difference would be is if I flew you to New York, I showed you the safety deposit box with $15 million. We closed it right there, and then I pulled it out and I handed you the key, and you have the only copy to that key, and it goes in your pocket. I fly you back to LA, and then I give you the same thing. You have to walk. Then when you're walking on your journey, you could give a fuck less what anyone else thinks or what anyone else says, because you know that it's there. So my mentality with YouTube is kind of the same. It's like, I know what YouTube can do, and I know I may get it wrong a few times, but overall I'm headed in that direction. So if you don't have a map of how to walk to New York, you just know head east. Like, you'll figure it out as you go.
I think this is also why it's important to have friends that are on the same kind of like journey.
Yeah.
For sure.
And especially if they're ahead of ours,
Of course.
you know?
Well, look at you, man. Your friends were all like fucking killing each other or themselves or others and like getting in trouble, legal issues, whatever the fuck it was, right? And you're like, you become the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with, right? So the most, right? So if you spend time with 5 millionaires, you're gonna be the next millionaire. If you spend time with a bunch of criminals, you're gonna become a fucking criminal. It's just inevitable, right?
And then there's 2 other philosophies I think I've always used. Is it a rocket on the way to outer space or whatever? A rocket on the way to the moon, it burns 90% of its fuel. It burns getting out of the atmosphere. 90% of it. So that means you're going to, in efforts of building a business, you have to look at it the same way. You're basically going to give it almost everything you have just to get it off the fucking ground, right? And then the other one is a rocket on the way to the moon is off course 99% of the time. So it is constantly making small adjustments here and there, and that one little tweak can take it off course 100,000 miles by the time it gets to the moon. So it's headed in that vicinity, and it's constantly shifting. They're constantly pushing, in directions to keep it going en route. So the point is, you're headed in that direction. You'll make adjustments as you go. You're going to be off course, but you're headed in that general vicinity. And that's kind of like the philosophy I've had with business and all that.
It's awesome, man.
Dropping some gold.
This is super inspirational, man. And like, I've heard Luis's story many times over the last, many years I've known Luis. But most people haven't. So I'm so glad we have it here, dude. It's fucking crazy. But man, that was fucking awesome. Thanks for sharing all that. Gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Justin Marc, international dating coach, relationship expert, and VIP lifestyle development coach. I've been teaching dating, soul skills, and Daygame for 10 years in 50 plus countries, 6 continents, to thousands of guys in person just like you. And I love teaching guys this stuff. So if you like this video, please make sure to do me a favor and leave a thumbs up on this video. I really do appreciate that. Now, if you want to follow me more closely, you can go ahead and follow me on my new Instagram, DrunkJustin2, and watch my daily Instagram stories where I'm always partnering with hot girls, doing exclusive events, crazy shit on my daily Instagram stories. Make sure to follow me there. You can see me traveling around the world in real time, doing amazing things, and teaching guys like you in person every day on my Instagram. And you can message me on my Instagram as well. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram and message me there. And if you want to actually call me, you can call me at justinmarc.com. We'll do free consultation calls. You can actually call me and we'll do a free discovery call where we can get you on the right action plan to change your dating life and your social life at justinmarc.com. And if you guys want to dig deeper and watch more of our more exclusive content, go to wingmanpodcast.com and watch our Wingman podcast on Spotify, Apple, and all platforms. And we'll see you guys very soon in a new video. My name is Justin Marc, and I'll talk to you very soon. Peace out.